Okay, hi there. Just wanted to do a quick little tutorial of how you can set up some different privacy controls once you're inside of a meeting with somebody. So right now I'm just meeting with my teaching partner down the hall in the West Wing at Churchill. Say hi, Corinne. Say hi.
Hi.
And basically, I'm just going to show some different ways that you can basically get some different controls if you were in a meeting with students, for example, that you needed some control in the meeting with them. So I've just shared my screen now, okay? And you can see over in this far right hand corner, all I've done is I've clicked on this participants tab right here to get this up. So I have myself in the meeting, I was the organizer, and Corinne's in the meeting currently as a presenter, okay? So if I go to the three dots over here and I click on these ellipses, I can then, actually I could right off the get-go, I could mute Corinne so that she wouldn't be able to talk. I could pin her to my screen if I wanted to have her be the focal point of the presentation. I could remove her if she no longer belonged in the meeting. She could be removed, or you could just make her an attendee. Okay, so what this does, if I click this make an attendee, change who can present, I go, yeah. What it does is it then drops Corinne down to an attendee. And basically now she's just able to watch the presentation. She wouldn't be able to share her screen like I'm doing right now. There's a couple other features she wouldn't be able to do, but she would just kind of be watching the presentation as if she was a student in the class kind of thing. Or, I could then kind of promote her again and make her a presenter. And now what this does is it would allow her to share her screen like she's doing now. Okay. So I just wanted to show once you're inside of a meeting, you can also change some of the privacy features. Another thing that you can do is when you actually go to set up the meeting. So if I just go to one of my meetings in my construction class here, there's also this meeting options tab right here. So if you click on the meeting options tab, you can do some of those same privacy controls prior to the meeting occurring. So if I wanted all of my students only to be attendees kind of thing, I could set that up prior to the meeting occurring. Or, once I'm in the meeting like I am right now, I can also go to the show participants and change settings at that time. There's also, when you're in a meeting, there's a conversation tab that's pretty handy. So, I mean, you can use this to have kind of like a group chat. You can also do breakout chats with the chat feature up here during a meeting. And there's also a fairly new raise your hand feature that's built in right here. So you could raise your hand if it was a group meeting with multiple participants so that people in the meeting would know that you have something to mention. So, yeah, and then of course you just turn your mic on and off with this button, and you'll be able to turn your camera on and off with this button. So yeah, thanks, Corinne. I basically just needed somebody in the meeting so that I could show, I know some of these different features that are over here. So I'm just gonna stop the recording now. Thanks, guys.